I'm Chad Hensley from Hudson at church. I'm so excited about my baby from Jesus Chris Tomlin.
You're so excited about singing Jesus, Chris Tomlin.
Yeah, so.
Nobody saw that one coming, did you?
Yeah. I know. It's a woman in the middle of the Bible 10 minutes.
Show him your Bible. Show him your Bible. Show him the Bible.
Sure,
you brought it today, didn't
10
you?
minutes. The Bible,
You're going to speak for 10 minutes?
We're going to be in chapter 10.
Oh, you're going to be in I think we're in chapter 17 of Matthew. We're going to look at Matthew chapter 17 again briefly.
Birth. So God is with the Bible is in 10 minutes. So God is reporting some prayers.
You got any prayers? And listen, if you do have prayers, you can put in there about a prayer request, and we're praying for you. You don't have to say the specific. I'm just telling them, like you're saying, we want to pray for them, and we will, right? We'll pray for them.
And
then tithes and offerings, it's on the screen right there. Let me see if I'm pointing straight down. Yep, straight down. So there's your ability to give God his tithes and your offerings. I remind you of the shoebox ministry. That is happening, and that's where we are right now. 54 of the 300 go. On Friday, the Young at Heart will be meeting in the Family Life Center at 11:30. So I'm not going to be able to be there this time. Bradley has turned 16, and we're going to do something with him, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So I want you to think about what God is calling you to and where he's calling you to be and what he wants you to do. So, Mitchell, before we get too carried away and I start talking too much, let's go ahead and sing your song. You want to say a word of prayer for them?
Yeah. Don't
forget, if you have a prayer request, just put the praying hands on there. Put in there, keep me in prayer. Keep a specific thing. Send us a message. Know that you are being prayed for. Also, if you're on here, whether it's live or you are showing up after it's already over, leave a comment in there, and trust me, I will get back with you. It's hard for me to get back to you on the live feed from YouTube because of the way they do it. It doesn't show up the same way, so I can't respond to that. But if it's after it's been recorded, leave a comment in there. Know that I will be able to see that you're there and pray specifically for you. Thank you for joining us at this point. So, Mitchell, if you would, go ahead and pray and say a word of prayer. Pray and then sing your song.
Heavenly Father, God, Lord, thank you for this coming. Jesus, for my church. No asking, I've been praying. No charging. No asking church. You just do school, you church, you equip. Lord, ask them church service. There's a good somehow. Lord, ask the church that the baby and for Christ and Lord, and I'm going to just name. Amen. Living is true, all nations, when a promise, singing and come. Everyone, all right, turn, Jesus, in life, kingdom, that you reigns, very freedom, what you say about us, Jesus, who are all ours, who be to see, who then live by your family. He was loving and he left on them. He came by him and returns. Jesus. Even in times of trouble, and then it's time to come and day and night. Red voice becomes so gracious. Yes, Jesus, Jesus. You are ours to be, to see. You stand in the fire beside me. You are lying, healed as a lamb. You carry my hand and hands. Jesus, desire, my Savior, there is power in your name. You my rocket, my redeemer, there is power in your name, in your name. You are all ours, you speak to see, stand in the light beside me. You are lying, you let I live, you carry my hand in your hands. God, you are all wise to speak, to see, you stand in the fire beside me. You are lying, you lamb and a lamb, carry my healing in your hand. Jesus, there ain't no more like you, Jesus. No one like you.
Mitchell, that was incredible. That was incredible. Mm-hmm. I know you got to get it. You got to get it exactly where it's supposed to be before you can move. I am so thankful. He's got his Bible open to Numbers 14.
Yeah.
What are you gonna read out of Numbers?
We're
supposed to be in Matthew.
What?
Matthew chapter 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it says in Numbers chapter 14, verse 1, then the whole community began weeping aloud. They cried all night. Their voices rose in a great chorus of protest against Moses and Aaron. And if only we had died in Egypt or even here in the wilderness, they complained. Why has the Lord taken us to this country only to have us die in battle? You know, isn't it amazing? The things that we will whine and complain about, God rescues them and they're complaining. Yeah. God does something good for them and they're complaining. How much do we find ourselves being in that same kind of scenario? Life and scary things happen because of circumstances and situations, because of diagnosis. But He wants to give you a whisper. But if you haven't set aside the time to be holy unto Him each and every day, how much are you missing out on it?
So,
how are you using your talents as holy unto God? What are you doing with your resources? There's things I want to say, and then it's just, I can't. I mean, Heather and I are constantly striving to be. I got to take that off, Mitchell.
So, women entire, I tried to word. So God is for so God is trying to serve the people.
Yep. Hey, so, here's what I want you to do, Mitchell. I want to go ahead and stop here because I want to give everybody time. I want to give everybody time to ponder upon the questions.
Yeah.
Because the problem with current day church and our church world is that we have sermons, we have Bible studies, we have Sunday school classes, but there's very little discipleship. There's very little growing. There's very little, I'm going to put this plan into action. What are my plans? What are my action steps for my time? How much time am I just wasting? I mean, really. There's only a set amount of times I get to go around the sun. The older I get, the more I realize that it goes around so much faster. It comes to the end. How am I using my talents? I was striving and I'm like, God, I want to use my talents for you. I want to use those treasures that Heather and I sponsored a mission trip here recently. On the other side of the world, we weren't even there, but we helped to sponsor that. It's so hard to say those kind of things because it's not about pride or arrogance. It's about a humility that says, I want to show you the example that what I'm speaking is truth. It's who I am. It's what I live each and every day. And I want you to be able to live that, because the relationship I have with Jesus, if more people would have that relationship with Jesus, what we would see in this world is a changed world. People on mission with their time. People on mission with their talents. People on mission with their treasures. How are you going to use the rest of your week to bring God honor and glory?